Yeah. And how did you practice? Like, because for example, I realized I was watching some videos of mine when I was like in the beginning of my journey as an entrepreneur in 2021, and I realized how much my voice changed, not only the accent, right? And I think it was kind of like an unconscious work because I was listening to a lot of like content when I was, especially the TED Talks that we use a lot.
Yes.
People usually project their voice there, so I think like without me realizing it, I was talking like them. But also when I started to realize that I wanted to change my accent, that I want to sound more, not more like American, but like with a English that is not really like Brazilian characteristic, that you don't listen to it and you don't realize where you're from. I realized that I changed kind of my voice as well, and it wasn't something that I was planning to do. It was just like, you know, practicing the English. I realized that my voice is different. Have you tried like have you tried to do the same, like to project your voice somehow, or it's just like it happened naturally as it did with me?
I think I have two different voices.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in this setting or in a when we are teaching, we have that teacher persona, right?
So exactly.
It's much more eloquent. The way we speak it now is much more eloquent. Every letter is well pronounced, and we are really projecting our voice.
But when intentionally, right? We are talking intentionally.
Exactly. It's not that we're thinking about what we're talking, but naturally we do that, right? Because we are being perceived.
Exactly.
But when we are with friends or we are like just chatting about, we have a different voice, right? And I think that comes naturally. I didn't intentionally do that, but what I did to practice and to develop certain sounds is one exercise I always recommend to our students, which is mirroring.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk about it.
Mirroring is probably the most powerful exercise we can do because it mimics how we learn languages naturally. Like, think about when we are babies, when we are children, we start learning Portuguese or we start learning any language by mimicking, by mirroring the way people speak. And that's what the exercise proposes, right? You pick a person and try to mimic the way they talk. It sounds quite weird in the beginning.
Yeah, it does.
It feels like we're copying the person, but then it really, really changes. You can really tell the difference between a student who does the mirroring and the student who doesn't. And so powerful, such a powerful tool. I think mirroring is the best one. One thing I always tell students too is to not worry about speaking too fast, because that happens a lot too, that like some students have the perception that they must speak fast to sound
well.
to sound fluent.
It doesn't.
But it's like no one is measuring the way you're speaking. That's not what we are looking for.
Exactly.
So be calm, try to do the mirroring exercise. I think it really changes.
Exactly, because talking fast or not, it comes with your personality, right? Like I talk fast in Portuguese, in English, in Spanish, in any language, you know. I talk super fast, but I know a lot of very fluent people that learn English as a second language that they don't, or even like native English speakers. Like sometimes we hear people on TV, you're like, they speak so fast. Sometimes they do speak fast, but because of their personality, not because they want to sound more fluent, right? And this is something also that sometimes people kind of like misperceive what is to be fluent, not like to talk super fast or to talk in one or two specific ways. It's like, how can you pronounce the words in a way that people can understand you and that you feel comfortable with as well, right?
Because fluency is not one single thing.
Exactly,
I think that's the biggest question, right? I think some students come to us with this, when will I be fluent? And it's like, there isn't an answer for that.
Very good question. When you have the answer, you tell me, because I don't know if I'm fluent either, right?
Everyone's going to have a different perception for that. But I think fluency, in my perception, is this confidence in the language. It's not about the accent. It's not about knowing every single word. Like, if I go to a supermarket now, maybe I won't know the name of everything that I need.
Exactly, yeah. But if you are able to explain, like the person from the supermarket, what you are looking for, that's it. You are having your goal, right, of like being fluent.